are live. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Psychology Magazine. This is one of my highlights of the week. Why? Because we have people globally. We have people coming in from all over the world. And that's my first question to all of you. And let's get that on Instagram as well. I want to see all of the different countries that are being represented around the world. Psychology Magazine, the greatest magazine in the world. Really is. If you want to work on your psychology, which I think is the most incredible thing you could ever do in your life, to change your mind. What are we talking about today? We're talking about inspire yourself to greatness. And that's what we're going to be talking about, taking some steps to help you go from where you are to where you want to go. We know that this wonderful life that you want is there for the taking. It's there for the taking. You know it and I know it. It's just whether you're going to take it. Taking the opportunity to do something truly remarkable. So we will get stuck in a few moments, but let's let as many people find the broadcast as possible and let us know what countries are here, because normally we have at least 8 countries being represented. I'm going to go for 9 today. I reckon we're going to have a few countries in Africa. I reckon we're going to have someone from South Africa here. I reckon we're going to have someone from the USA, someone from the UK. Let us know where you are coming in from. We would love to know, as I just take a sip of my coffee and we get ready for an inspirational broadcast. So no one is coming in. No comments, no? Okay. Well, we can see that you guys are watching. We can see that, but maybe there's a problem, because the world is full of problems. But you know what the world is full of? Solutions. And that's what we're looking for. I want to know. There we go. The comments are coming in. You see? What countries? Shout out the countries, please. What countries do we have?
We've got Florida.
We got Florida, USA.
Yeah, we've got another USA.
Another USA. England, United Kingdom. Oregon, another. United States is winning 3-1 to America. What other parts of the world have we got watching right here, right now? Thank you so much for being here. My name is Pete Cohen. I'm a coach. I've been coaching people for about 30 years. I'm 50 years old, started when I was 19. Anyone else? Any other countries? Ireland, the green country. Thank you so much for joining us. Any other countries?
Wow, yeah, Cairo, Egypt.
Cairo, Egypt. Africa is in the house. Happy, beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. Poland is in the house. One of the greatest people in the world came from Poland. He's still alive, actually, but you probably never even heard of him. But that's another story. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you get involved. I want to give you some valuable content in a moment to really help you where you are in your life, go from where you are to where you want to be. Are you ready for some magic? So I'm a coach. I've written 19 books. Actually, this is one of the books we were just talking about before, Fear Busting. This was published in multiple languages around the world. Habit Busting, Life DIY, Sort Your Life Out. These are some of the titles of the books that I've written. Now, I'm not telling you this to impress you. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to impress upon you that I'm serious about helping people transform their life. I'm serious about helping you. I believe in magic. I believe in human beings, not the magic of abracadabra. I'm a believer in the magic that every single human being can do, but they have to be prepared to take some steps. And in many cases, they have to be different steps to the steps they've taken before. So if you're ready, say I'm ready. Say I'm ready in the chat box. Say I'm ready, because what I'm asking for is for your involvement. I'm asking for your engagement. I'm actually asking you to give me one of the greatest things that you own. What's one of the greatest things that you own? It has to be your attention. And right now, more than ever, our attention is fragmented. Can you imagine this? In 1972, the man who won the Nobel Peace Prize basically said that the biggest problem in the world was too much information. In 1972, how much information was there available then versus how much information is there right now? So when we look at inspiring yourself to greatness, You have to focus, right? I mean, there's no rocket science here. You have to focus, but then you have to ask yourself, focus on what? What are you focusing on? There's many things in life that we can focus on that can take our attention away from where we want to be. So the next step is we got to know what we want, right? We got to know what we want. So if I was to ask you, what do you want? What would you say to me? I'm genuinely curious. You know, there are many people in life that want things and they get them. And there are many people in life who want things and they don't get them. You see, we are what the Greeks called teleological, right? We are target-orientated creatures. So we need targets. We need things to aim at. And when we're not working towards achieving our goals, we get stuck in a gap. This is where a lot of people are right now. How many people do you know that feel a bit stuck, a bit lost, a bit confused? They're not where they want to be. And let's be brutally honest, our wonderful world that we're in right now is not in a great place, is it, really? I mean, think about it. I was listening people talking about the British government and how much the British government now is in debt, how much money it's actually owes, you know, and it'll probably never get out of the debt that it's in. And our whole world has been turned upside down, and industries will disappear and jobs will just go. I mean, that was always going to happen, but it's probably happened a lot faster than most people would have predicted. That our world has changed, but ultimately now I think we have an opportunity to change as well, because if we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always got. So you've got to be focused. You've got to know what you want, and you've got to be prepared to do the work. You've got to be prepared. And this is an area that I'm doing a lot of work on right now, which is about personality. You know, is your personality, is it permanent? I don't think it is. I really don't. I think we can create a new identity. And this is the key, right? This is where you guys, where we all are today. And this is, let's say, 365 days. Where will you be in 365 days? Probably exactly where you are now, but a little bit more unhealthy, perhaps a little bit more in a challenging spot than where you are right now. But we all know that we have this chance, we have this opportunity in every single moment to change our life. And your challenge and my challenge is to create a new personality. To think about who this person is and to start acting like that. Because to be inspired, when you're inspired about something, it's because you're breathing life into something. You're breathing life into something that's in front of you. And I would love to know, wherever you are in the world, whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Egypt, what's wildly important to you right now in your life? What is really important? I would love to know, because the thing that excites me is people like you that have stayed watching a video for 7 or 8 minutes. That's amazing. Most people don't get past a minute before their attention gets taken somewhere else and they're not focusing on really what's important. Now, I don't know where you're from and I don't know what you do, but I can tell you what culture you are, what religion you are, whatever your background is. I can bet that we all want to make significant improvements in the big three, right? Our health, our relationships, and our work and our wealth. These are the areas that we're all interested in, aren't we? If I could just wave the magic wand and give you great health, give you loving relationships with all of the people that you care about, if I could give you all of the money and give you the job that you love to do, that it's not a job, it's not just over broke, it's you doing something that you get up every day and you're so excited about. If I could just wave the wand and give you that, how many of you would say, Pete, wave it, just wave the wand? But we know it's like the guy who prays to God and says, God, please, I want to win the lottery. God says, yeah, no worries. So Saturday comes along, the numbers come in, not one of the numbers is his. So he says, God, you said I was going to win the lottery. And God said, look, I'm really sorry. I was busy. I forgot. So he goes, don't worry, next week. So next Saturday comes, numbers come in, not one number is his number. So he says, God, what is happening? You said I was going to win the lottery. And God said, do me a favor. Meet me halfway. Buy a ticket. And that's how so many of us are living in our life right now. We're just living in hope, but we're not buying the ticket. Buying the ticket, and I know many of you have in the past, you've bought your ticket. You've taken steps to change your life. That's something else that we've all got in common. We've all tried in the past, but we are not where we want to be. Now, personally, this might sound controversial to you, but I've never been where I want to be because there's always somewhere else to go. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy where I am, but what excites me is what I'm going to do. And when people say personality is permanent, which I don't agree with, I'm not a fan of personality testing, Myers-Briggs. I'm not. I just think it's all pseudo psychology. It's not based on any real research. It really isn't, because we are who we want to be. And I think often when we think we are a certain way, we act in a certain way and we never really change. You can be what you want to be, but you're going to have to do the work. Being inspired to be great is to have something to aim at. What do you reckon? Now, for any of you that want to do a deeper dive into any of this, go and check out my YouTube channel. In fact, on Thursday at 7 a.m. in the UK, I am going to be doing a live on YouTube about fear, about this subject. It's one of the most fascinating subjects that I know anything about fear, how fear holds us back. Does that make sense? Fear holding us back. What's holding us back is our identity. What is holding us back is who we think we are. We can be so much more if we truly want to be. I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm saying we all need help with this. I can tell you, everybody needs help with this. I don't know anyone that's really made huge strides in their life that hasn't been helped by a coach or a mentor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a really great friend. So I'd love to know from all of you that are watching this right now, what is your biggest takeaway? Your biggest takeaway? Because I would love to know. Feel free to reach out to me. So when we're looking at steps, inspire yourself to greatness, the steps, you've got to focus, right? And you have to train your focus. That's where the work is. And that's why mindfulness and meditation are very powerful tools, principles, because it's about training your mind. People knew about this thousands of years ago. You've got to know what you want. You know, in the big three, you've got to have something to go after. You're definitely going to need some support, you know, definitely need some support. And you've got to be inspired, right? And you've got to take baby steps, right? There is no rocket science in anything that I've said here, but maybe I've touched a few nerves with some of you. Maybe I've said something that you fundamentally disagree with, which is entirely up to you, because there is only one way, right? That's your way. How's your way working for you right now? Because if what you're doing isn't working, it's time to change. I want to thank every single one of you for watching here today. I really, really take this as a real privilege to do this. And I'm very thankful to Psychologies Magazine. I think it's a fantastic magazine and what it stands for, and all of the experts that put content out for one reason: to inspire people like you, to help people like you. What's your biggest takeaway? Any questions? I will take some questions from anyone that wants to ask a question. And what are you going to do on the back of this? Please click the link to our YouTube channel. There's some great videos that we've put in there. Again, all about inspiring people. And come and watch the live we're going to do on Thursday. If you click on the link, you can subscribe to our channel, and you can get a reminder. Thursday morning, 7 a.m. in the United Kingdom. For those of you that are in America, that's going to be pretty early in the morning, depending where you are in the United States. Any questions? Anyone got any comments? I'll go through and look at everyone's comments. I want to thank all of you for being here. I'm here every Tuesday, and I'm going to start doing some more work around this whole personality thing that we find ourselves in. We can be so much more than we think we are. We just need a big enough reason to go after something. So thank you for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Let's go do some magic. I'll see you next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Come and follow me if you want. Pete Cohen is the name. Changing lives is the game. Goodbye.